should be one of these days I'm going to think to look at the time before I start the stream. Today wasn't that day. Okay. Today was the stream. Getting ahead of myself. Today's vlog is for March 28th. And I streamed today. Now, this is different from the other times I said I was streaming because that was actually my buddy hosting his stream. And then I was getting all up in that. So, it was a lot of work. I'm going to come right out and say it. I've been talking crap about my friend because he was getting home late and he was starting streams late, and I was getting fed up with it. I was saying, I've been ready to do this for hours. Come on, let's get this in. Let's do this. Yeah. And so I decided to put my money where my mouth was. And I went out and I bought a $200-ish. It was actually only like $170, but the tax. Anyway, I bought a capture device that works off of a USB. And it takes the HDMI in and then puts it back out again so you can still look at the TV while you're streaming. And I got that so that I could stream without having to rely on my friend. And I thought it would be easy. It wasn't. So, first of all, the actual cord of the headphones that have the microphone in it is really short. So, it wouldn't reach from my PC all the way to my head, and it definitely didn't want to reach all the way around my monitor to where the Elgato was, where apparently I was supposed to plug it in, and then it wasn't actually picking up audio from that either, so that's not good. I still don't know what I'm going to do to solve that, because I'd like to have my own audio while I'm streaming. And I don't know what the solution is going to be there. And also, I'm scatterbrained. So part of the problem is when you're streaming, for me it's been really easy because I haven't had to pay attention to anything. But part of what Twitch does is it puts a whole chat interface on the side of your screen. I guess technically it'd be this side of the screen because of how the mirror, so it's on the right side. This is the right side. It's my left, but it's your right. So imagine, if you will, that this is the chat where everybody's talking in here, and they're all talking to you and to other people, and you're sort of expected to like pay attention to them until like the chat just explodes and everybody starts talking to each other. And at that point, it's very hard to keep up with anything, especially when you have some jackhole who's spamming the chat with an ungodly amount of information. I am probably going to ban that guy, even though I work with him, because he seemed toxic. He just seemed like spinning. It wound me up. I wasn't playing my finest because I was trying to talk while fight and pay attention to what people were doing. And I thought I could do all that at the same time, and it has left me a little bit confused and wore me out. I'm going to sleep well tonight, I think. But I don't even remember what I started talking about. But so I didn't actually use the capture. That's the thing, is I spent all this money on this capture device, and then it turns out that the PS4 will stream to Twitch by itself. And it was really easy to set up. I just had to match it to my my Twitch account. And I could just plug the headphones into the controller and talk like it was a normal PS4 game, and it just worked. Now, that said, the capture device does allow me to use my surround sound speakers, and that by itself has saved me probably $400 on upgrading, getting a new speaker system with new speakers and a distribution stereo power thing that takes all the signals and sends them to where they need to go. I didn't have $400 or $600, however much people tend to spend on a surround sound system. I got a cheapo surround sound system for my PC for $90 years ago. I've been using it on 2 different computers, maybe even 3 at this point, and I just needed a way to get the signal from my game console to go through the computer so it would use the surround sound. That has worked. I like that. But I would like to be able to use this Elgato to do capture and streaming for Switch games, Nintendo Switch games, and perhaps, if I can somehow finagle it, my Wii U, which has a whole bunch of virtual console games. I would love to go back and do a whole bunch of Super Nintendo game streams. That would make me really happy. But now, I think more than anything, I need to wind down. I'm glad that it's only 9:30 now. It gives me half an hour to just do anything other than have to talk to people. This actually, even if people start watching this is way more my speed. Doing little YouTube videos that only last 5 or 10 minutes. Even if I did a full hour-long YouTube video and I was just sort of talking to myself in the format that like Game Grumps do, I think that would be much less stressful. I don't know if it would be as engaging. I don't know if I can pull off the same level of comedy that Game Grumps do, or that like even Frank, who I love to keep making fun of, does for his thing. I have a newfound respect for him. It really is a much bigger hassle to try and do all this stuff than I thought. And it only cost me 170, 180, 190, however. I think it was 180, and then the tax brought it up to 200. So let's say 180. It only cost me $180 to realize Frank knows this stuff a lot better than I do, and I need to shut the F up. I normally try not to swear in these, so if I swore tonight, and I didn't put any sort of language filter warning in this, I apologize. All said and done, it was kind of fun. I can see how people get addicted to this. I think I in the stream I said I don't intend to try and monetize this at all. I don't want people to start subscribing. I don't want them to like and comment and sign up for my Patreon. I don't need any of that. I think I make enough money as it is, and this can just be a nice hobby on the side. I can stream when I play a new game that I fancy, and I want other people to see how much fun I'm having playing it. That sort of thing. But yeah, I have a newfound respect and understanding for the streaming culture. So, this has been Eric Spornitz, and tomorrow will be better.